What's up? What's good, everybody? Back again with another Let's Talk. The Wolf is here, talking about Dragon Ball FighterZ, the beta that was out. Now, all the background footage that you're seeing is from the Xbox version of the beta. Yes, I know. All the memes, all the jokes, and everything else. It was so broke. Yeah. Well, in this Let's Talk, we're going to get into just how broken the Xbox beta was, my own little conspiracy theory behind that, the reason why it was broken, the graphics and gameplay, and a little breakdown of just being real, just being honest, to be honest. Yeah. So let's get into it. So how did I get into the beta when so many other people, didn't? Well, signed up during, after the E3 press conference and all that stuff. They said, well, on this specific date at this specific time, go and sign up for the beta and you have almost guaranteed access in. Did that, got the email just like everybody else did of saying, oh, you are rejected from the PS4 version of the beta. Okay, whatever. So then I hear that the Xbox beta is downloadable via Xbox Insider Program, which a lot of us actually heard that. And, of course, everybody downloaded on the Xbox Insider Program. That was in there because everybody's been in the Insider Program since Xbox 360. Real good on your part, Microsoft. Real good. Now, one big thing to take note of is this is actually the first game for Arc System Works on the Xbox One. So they are still trying to work on getting the netcoding working the right way. And servers were absolutely full from the get-go. It seemed like to me the Arc Systems lobby system was working, but Xbox Live connection to the servers was not allowing the matchmaking to work. So as soon as you got connected to another player, the beta would freeze and close altogether, or you'd be kicked to the main menu again and again and again. But again, this is not really Arc Systems' fault. It's more of an Xbox Live issue. So it just made the Xbox version of the beta totally and completely broken because of Microsoft's stupidity in that realm of things. Yeah, welcome to the new age of Xbox. Gotta love it. And then they're going forward with the Xbox One X, which is going to be, you might have the biggest system, but your network is suffering. So on top of the game being kind of like frozen and broken because of Xbox Live issues, it made everybody stand around in a little circle, of course, look like, because they were all powering up and everything, in the waiting zone, as the game likes to call it. It made everybody just look like they were trying to fart into the atmosphere all weekend. It was great times, let me tell you, just watching everybody sitting there powering up, but not actually fighting. So, with that being said, let's get into the conspiracy theory of all of this. My own little conspiracy theory, actually. And I think some people kind of agree with this. So, some insider knowledge for everyone. Arc System makes a little game series called Guilty Gear. Series that has been around for a few versions ever since, I want to say, the PS3, maybe PS2. Yes, PS2. I've seen it on PS2. So, Guilty Gear is exclusive to Sony. They've had the rights for years. And one of the latest games is Guilty Gear on the PS4. And it's been a rival to a little game called Killer Instinct, exclusive to the Xbox. Well, Arc System, this being their first game that's going multi-platform in the way of Dragon Ball, you can guess what happens, there. I mean, what else does Xbox have for fighting games other than maybe like that Spartacus game that we had back on the 360, which was kind of fun to play, but outside of that, what else do we have exclusive over on the Xbox? Fighting games are mainly exclusive on the PlayStation. So I think, just totally my own conspiracy theory once again, my guess is some shitheads over Xbox decided it'd be fun to sabotage the matchmaking on the Xbox Live side of things. And why would they do that? Well, it's because Microsoft and the Xbox division want their console to be more kid and family friendly. And in this day and age, fighting games are probably too violent for their taste. But hell, they'd probably rather trade the exclusive rights to Knack for Killer Instinct at this point anyways, which would be an awesome idea, just to tell the truth. Although, then again, Knack is actually a pretty decent game, so I'd like to see it stay on Sony, because we know what Microsoft likes to do also. Get an exclusive rights to a game plus a couple indie titles, and then cancel the projects and shut down the studios. Yeah, Microsoft's forte. And for any fanboys out there that's trying to make an argument against that, ask yourself and go look up on Microsoft whatever happened to Fable Legends and Scalebound. They're kind of gone. So anyways, back to the beta. 20 minutes before the beta weekend ends, all of a sudden the Xbox team and Xbox Live decide, hey, you know what, we're going to let the matchmaking do its thing, and they actually let people connect to one another. Yeah, thanks for that, Xbox. And I will say the matches felt just as smooth as what I was seeing on the PS4. Matchmaking took a couple minutes, but when the lobby is full in Guilty Gear on the PS4, the same thing happens there too. You know, it's the same lobby system and everything. But yeah, the matches, I mean, as soon as you got in there and you made that connection, you know, you can always see how many frames and whatnot are off. And you will see it in this video when I'm doing the online matches. The few of them that I did, I mean, you can see there's no stuttering. There's no, you know, the frame delay is not through the roof. It's not like a 20 or a 30 or anything. It's down to like a 4 to a 6. And I mean, in fighting games, that is essential to having very good online matches. But at the same point, in most fighting games, you have about a 10 to a 14. So a 4 to a 6 to maybe an 8 at some time. If people have a really bad connection, it goes to like an 8 to a 10, maybe. That's pretty damn good. And like I said, when Xbox Live decides to work, Arc System's lobby and netcoding and everything work beautiful, just like it does on the PS4. So that's why I'm like, yeah, it's not Arc System's fault, it's Xbox Live's fault. So as soon as Microsoft gets their head out of their ass and actually makes things work the right way, this game could be actually really fun for all of the Xbox guys and girls out there. For right now, though, yeah, it's probably PS4 is probably the way to go with it. Or if you have a PC that can actually run this, because usually the Arc System games run pretty smoothly on PC, and you don't have to have a really beastly rig to make it work the right way. So let's go on to the graphics and gameplay. The graphics in this are in the style of the Guilty Gear, because that's what Arc System does best. You know, they like to make that kind of anime, comic book looking feel. You know, that's their kind of like baby project for years. Personally, I enjoy it in the way, you know, it's like old school looking. You know, the backgrounds are all kind of 3D-ish looking, and the characters have a very, yeah, I'm gonna say anime look to them. When you hit super during the match, or you know, specially move whatever to finish a match, and you blow up the freaking world, it looks crisp and clean and fucking cool. Okay. Alright, so on to the gameplay. Gameplay is also in the shape and feel of Guilty Gear, with a strong Marvel vs. Capcom feel because of the tag team system in the game. Now, I've heard that the game could feature 1v1 mode, but the game is really built around the 3v3 gameplay, so expect to be using that tag system a lot, especially in online matchups. It's just a way of, you know, kind of doing a combo breaker in that sense. Now, one major thing I did see online a lot, both in PS4 and the Xbox version, is there's going to be the blowout potential in matches. Yes, the game is built to drop combos and slightly prevent infinite combo strings that can lock a player out of control during the match, but if I was able to trap someone in the corner and keep being on them, it's definitely possible for the seasoned vets out there, either from Guilty Gear or Marvel vs. Capcom, to do all the damage all the time. Hopefully Arc System puts something in the game as a combo breaker to give newer players a chance to keep up. Not saying anything game breaking, just a slightly like training wheels type of a, you know, add-on in there just to get people rolling that are newer to, you know, the series, because it's Dragon Ball. You're going to have a lot of newer people coming in trying to play the game, trying to get a feel of what the hell they're doing, what the hell is going on, and, you know, what they need to work on to make themselves better. Alright, so it's time to be all the way real and honest. I would highly recommend getting this game on the PS4 if it's possible. If not, I would check it out on PC, possibly through Steam, not any Microsoft store or anything. Go through Steam, because Steam is separate servers from Xbox Live, if you don't know that. And Xbox Live, if you go through Microsoft Store, Xbox Live is actually still running the PC games. So if you play Gears of War 4 and you get it through Microsoft Store, you're actually playing on the same servers that the Xbox One and Xbox One X, whatever, is playing on, which is the reason why some games have cross-platform and why it's so stupid that other games don't. Yeah. And then also, a very, very big one, the PS4, though, you know, besides the PC and Xbox, the PS4 will no doubt have the biggest player base of all the platforms, because that is where, you know, everybody goes for tournaments and everything else. Especially like fighting game people have built their friends lists and everything, just like the Xbox Live did with shooter games and all that. The PS4 fighting game base is very, very huge on the PS4, which also makes it a lot easier of a learning curve because there's more diverse competition, so you can learn the ropes of the combo system and the tag dynamics and figure out how to, you know, link all that together and make it all work and everything. Now, if you look in the background here at the, well, if you know, the gameplay that's going on, you'll see what I was saying before about everybody standing in a circle. You'll see people in the middle. This is the Guilty Gear, you know, lobby system and whatnot. This is what they have been doing for a long time. You have your little dude, you stand in the circle, you wait, but usually you go up to the arcade machines, and it's actually, it feels like an old school arcade, you know, system of you go up to the arcade machine, shake hands with the person, have the match. It's, you know, that cool little dynamic like that, and then you get the matchups. And when it works, you will drop into a game, and I think this is the first game. This is going to be a very good example of the online matchmaking working and your Xbox competition. So anyways, this is on the Xbox matchmaking run at its finest for the Xbox. Online matches, as you're going to be seeing throughout the rest of this video, this is kind of like a hybrid video of a Let's Talk and a online gameplay, action replay, I guess, if you want to say that. So thanks for checking this out. If you liked the video, if you learned anything from the video, hit that thumbs up button. You can share the video around, and as always, of course, if you subscribe to the channel, it's going to make sure that you stay tuned for all new videos coming soon. Now check out some of these online matches from Dragon Ball FighterZ Beta.
相当な特訓を積んだようですね。そこは常 直に褒めてあげる。
終わりにしてやる。カメハメ。僕は負けない。絶対に。やってみます。やるよ。させるなよ。 見てるぞ。
だからウォーミングアップだと言ったではないか。
ナンバーワンはこの俺だ。 デンフリーザとでも言っておきましょうか。中途半端な力を身につけた者はかえって随分無駄な努力をするんですね。そんなことが私に通用するわけがないでしょう。
あれを使うしかあるまい。問題
で終わりにしてやる。で終わりにしてやる。そんな。
計算だけでわかるもんじゃない。俺たちサイヤ人はな。ナンバーワンはこの俺だ。
覚悟はいいか。
今度はこっちからやらせてもらうよ。なるほど。
覚悟はいいか。
無駄だ。行くぞ。
まだだ。
行くぞ。無駄だ。見切った。行くぞ。
まだだ。
仕方がありませんね。行くぞ。まだだ。仕方がありませんね。行くぞ。まだだ。行くぞ。行くぞ。まだだ。行くぞ。仕方がありませんね。よく追い詰めたな。行くぞ。まだだ。行くぞ。行くぞ。まだだ。仕方がありませんね。行くぞ。仕方がありませんね。行くぞ。まだだ。行くぞ。もう逃げられんぞ。行くぞ。まだだ。行くぞ。仕方がありませんね。そのペース始めるだ。行くぞ。まだだ。行くぞ。仕方がありませんね。無駄だ。今度はこっちからやらせてもらうよ。おっと。そう受け止める勇気があるか。その程度ですか。おっと。おっと。その程度ですか。調子に乗り上がってこの雑魚どもめ。計算だけで分かるもんじゃない。俺たちサイヤ人はな。
戦う時が来たのだ。孫悟空と出会う前に。甘いな。行くぞ。少しはやるようだ。これが孫悟空を殺すために作られた俺の力だ。
スーパーサイヤ人は孫悟空。これ以上好きにさせる
暇つぶしにはなったな。